Don't say my baby as your daughter because she is my daughter, the symbol of my wife and me, he said, and you became shocked. What? Yes, Tia is my own daughter because of some problems came into our family. To save my daughter, I said one of my old worker to leave Tia somewhere else to save her life. What? To save her life? What does this mean? It's our family problem. I don't want to say his words cutted by Tia's sound. She came inside the room while running and hugged you. And while seeing Tia coming, you open your hands to hug her. Mama, where you left? I missed you so much. Then you kissed on her forehead and said, I'm sorry, Tia, for leaving you alone. You know, Mama, Dad is very good. He took care of me. So nice. I love Dad. And thanks, Mama, for bringing Dad for me. I love you. At her words, you became shocked because she started to accepting Taeyong as her dad, and now you have a fear that what if she'll leave you when she know truth, and you were thinking about that. Then Taeyong said, "Tia, princess, go and play with your toys in your room," he said, and she smiled and left in excitement to play with her new toys. So, Miss Van, what do you need now to go? What do you mean, Mr. Kim? You said in confusion. I'm saying how much money you need to leave Tia to me. He said, and you became angry and you shouted loudly in anger. What do you think? I will give my daughter to you for money? You think my love towards her is fake? I never give you my daughter to you. You have to miss because she is my daughter, my family, my blood, and my. He said while shouting loudly, and you flinched at his sound, and you started to cry hard while sitting on your knees. Please, I'm begging you, don't take my daughter away from me. She is my world. In this, yes, I took care of her like my own daughter. I can't live in this world without her. After listening to your words, Taeyong became shocked. Why do you love my daughter this much? Then you rubbed your eyes and said, I was 21 when Tia came into my life. When I saw her in garbage disposal area, I decided to raise her. I went against my parents and came out of the house. I want Tia to be with me. So I did that, and everyone turned to be my friend and boyfriend. All thought I was unmarried teen mom, but I didn't care for them. I want Thea in my life. I don't know why. Thea has a special place in my heart, and she became my life. I did everything to raise her, and you don't have any right to take away her from me. Then Taeyong looked at you for some time blankly and said, okay, then I don't take her away from you. But you have to do something for that, he said, and you got confused. You have to marry me. Huh? Actually, I thought not to say this to you, but we both can't be away from Tia. So let's be together and raise her. And for marrying you, there is also one reason. What it is? 6 years back, my stepbrother made a plan to kill my family and me, to take all my property and company. And he made a plan to kill us in car accident. And in that accident, I saved Tia, but I unable to save my wife. I lost her. And my manager said that this was planned by him. Then I said to him to take Tia somewhere and leave her, because if my stepbrother got to know that my daughter is alive, he will kill her. And I made everyone to believe that both my wife and daughter died in accident and I became paralyzed, which actually I'm not. And they kicked me out of the company and took my everything. And I'm living here in my mom's house, and now I want to go back to company and prove that my stepbrother did all this. And recently I got to know that my daughter is safe with you. Then I became excited to see her. So I said my man's to bring her. But I don't know that you love her this much without expecting anything back. So let's get married and take care of her together. And I will show a lesson to my brother. Then you thought it's better to marry him, and you can become her mother with full rights and can stay with Tia forever. Okay, I will marry you just because of Tia, you said, and Ting also convinced with your words. Though your first meet was bit different with full of hurdles and sad moments, but at last you are meant to be together forever. Wedding will be held on next week in presence of some my close friends, and if you want you can tell your parents. When he said this, you laughed a bit and said, they won't come for me, Mr. Kim. They said I'm dead for them. He stayed silent with your words as he thought that how much you have gone for Tia and how sad you are. It's okay, I'm here for you and Tia, don't worry. And then Tia came back to room and said, Mama, I'm hungry. Tia, are you hungry? Come to dad, I will feed you today, he said and stood up from chair. And while seeing him standing, you were amazed at his figure, how handsome he was looking. You were staring at him and then he said, Miss Van, do you also want to eat? You were staring at him while going out of the world. Then Taeyong came towards you and said, Miss Van, are you okay? He said while tapping on your shoulder, and you said, Yes, I'm okay. I was just lost in. Let's go, let's eat. You said fastly because you saw him smirking at you as you were staring at him, and you started to go towards kitchen. As you were going wrong direction, Chewing led your hand and took you to dining area, and you became shocked as someone is holding you like this for the first time. This side is dining area, not that side, Miss Van, he said, and you nodded your head as okay. Dad, why you're calling Mama as Miss Van? My friend's parents talk with each other like honey, darling, and baby. Then why you both talk like this? You both eyes widened at her words and you said, Tia, who said like that? Mama, I have seen at school parents teacher meeting. I know everything. That loud people call each other like this. I'm 5 years old, Mama. I know. You felt nervous at her words and you saw Taeyong is looking at you with raised eyebrow. You know nothing. Sit, let's eat. You said and made Tia to sit on chair. Mom and Dad, please call each other honey. I want my family to be like every other family, she said with puffed face. Princess, I can't call your mom like that. Why? Because we are not married now, and next week we are going to marry each other. Then I will call your mom as honey, okay? Now eat like good girl, he said and kissed her forehead, and you felt shy. Wow, my friend said that they didn't saw their parents' marriage, but I am going to see. I'm so happy, she said and kissed your both cheeks and said, Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you both. After 1 week. In this 1 week, you and Tia stayed at Taeyong's house as he don't want you both to go away from him. And after staying for 1 week together, you both started falling slowly for each other. Taeyong loved that how you are taking care of Tia like her own mother. And he felt sad that what through have you gone to raise Tia all these years, and you felt for Taeyong how he took care of both of you and gave lots of happiness to you in this 1 week. And today is your wedding day, and Taeyong is still acting like paralyzed in front of everyone. You are standing in front of him and he is sitting on wheelchair. You both are looking at each other with full of love, and you both took vows and became wife and husband for the rest of your life and became one. After wedding, you three came to house after wedding and you were going towards the guest room. And then Tia said, Mama, where are you going? Aren't you going to stay in Dad's room from now on? Like my friend's parents, she said, while pouting, and you both looked at each other in nervous. And go to my room. From today, we are going to share room together, as we are husband and wife, he said while making you blush, and Tia smiled. And then Taeyong sat on chair with Tia and said, "You go and change first. I will come after getting my princess fresh up." Then you nodded your head and went. Time skip. You got dressed up and Taeyong also came inside the room after he made Tia sleep. And now you both are sitting on bed while feeling nervous as you both don't know what to say or what to do. It's not like you both feeling uncomfortable, but you both are more shy to express your feelings to each other. Then you stood up and started to go towards coach to sleep. And then Taeyong said, "Where are you going, Waan?" "I am going to sleep on couch." "Why? What happened on bed?" He asked you, but you stayed silent. And he came towards you and holded your chin and made you to see him and said, "Waan, we are married now. We can share a bed together. And don't worry, I won't do anything with you without your permission," he said, making you trust him forever. After 1 year, in this 1 year, Taeyong again became CEO of his office and sent his brother to jail for killing his first wife. And after that, you and Tia and Taeyong started to live happily. And your love in between you both increased, and now you are 6 months pregnant. And Taeyong and Tia taking care of you very nicely. And said to Tia to stop running and eat. "She is not listening to me," he said with bored face as Tia is making him to run around dining table. And you sat on sofa and looking at them with smile and you said, "Tia, stop running. Listen to your dad." "Mama, I'm sorry," she said while coming towards you and sat on couch beside you. Then Taeyong came there with plate and started to breathe heavily. "Princess, please stay here and eat." Then she giggled and said, "I'm sorry, Dad," she said with cute smile. "It's okay, baby, now eat," he said and started to feed his daughter. And you were watching them admiringly and you said, "Thank you both for coming into my life and making my life happy. Without you both, I can't imagine my life," you said while crying a little, and Jung rubbed your tears and said, "Don't cry, baby. I should thank you for coming into their life and into my life and making my family complete." "I love you, Waan. I love you forever." "I love you too, Taeyong," you both said and hugged each other. And then Tia hugged your baby dumb and said, "Thank you for coming into Mama tummy. I'm waiting for you. Come fast," she said, and you both laughed at her cute words. And at last you all stayed happily.